And all, I'm not a hype person, but this is one you want everybody to know as soon as possible. And I'm very grateful that Mr. Jackson and Mr. Coyle allowed me to be the and Miss Leah allowed me to be the ones to share. Like I said, people on this call will be the first to know, but there will be emails going out and messages in the back office going out as we speak. So if you have a second, you want to text them, send them the link, tell them at least be on for the last 10, 15 minutes, but hopefully they need to learn about Gateway Giveaway anyway. So let's start. Let's get a recording here. Let's get myself spotlighted. I don't like that feature when it's me, but I love it when it's our speakers.
Recording in progress.
Whoa, happy Vollara Thursday, October 19th, 2023. This is our weekly Gateway giveaway call. Sometimes myself, Mr. Cole, Mr. Jackson, Leah, and a whole bunch of various leaders in the company that are onboarding people with our tremendous, one-of-a-kind, unique, industry-leading Gateway giveaway program, where we're actually able to give our 4 top leading nutraceutical products away to let people try and experience to see if they want to continue using our products, learn more about our company. Maybe it's through the technology, through the opportunity. And we take 30 minutes every week just to share how the process works, get some live coaching from people that are making it happen. We've got an exceptional guest speaker today, and we're just looking forward to continuing building this program because Monday night on the national call, if you were able to attend to that, I heard the word easy used 3 times by 3 separate leaders. And it's not saying that what we do is easy. Work is hard. All types of work is hard, but it's easier than it's ever been before to approach people, to have a conversation, to share about our company. And that's what we want to highlight on these Gateway giveaway calls. So let me do a little bit of the catch up real quick on some things that are going. This is just a chance when we get together to make sure we're all on the same page. Let me make sure I can get it where I can see to let people in as they join. Okay, today. So just as a reminder, if you want to take share a screenshot of this, promote this, let it become. I may ask Mr. Cole if I could possibly change this to 2 o'clock. But for right now, it does remaining at 12 o'clock Eastern. But I am going to try to see maybe if 2 o'clock is available for everybody. That would allow me personally to go to some key networking events. That's where Miss Jennifer, who's going to be our special speaker today, she's out networking, hustling, meeting people. But this is a good snapshot to keep on yourself to make sure everybody can know the time to learn about this training. All right. Now, this is one of my new favorite calls. It's newer this year. The Vollara Nutrition Q&A with Dr. Hamada and Mr. Mike Jackson. It's every Monday night, 7 o'clock Eastern. This is a great, safe call. Anybody that you're doing the Gateway giveaway approaches with, this call goes hand in hand for what we're doing. You can actually email in to ask Dr. Hamada at Vollara.com any kind of questions that will come up that may come up while you're out there promoting our nutritional line. And I can't stress this enough that it sounds amazing when people come up and talk to me and have a nutrition question. I say, look, I'm not a nutritionist expert. I'm more of an indoor air quality expert. Okay. But our company goes above and beyond. We have an amazing doctor that you can come to. He's an amazing man. You can look up his credentials. His name's Dr. Omar Hamada. He actually comes on for 30 minutes every Monday night and does calls related to our top products. And if you have a question, I can give them the email address. I can say email them, and there's a chance that he'll be able to answer that question. If not this call, the future call. Uh, so when you see this slide, don't think, hey, there's a call about nutrition. It is a tool that you can use to raise your credibility tremendously with prospects while you're out there shaking hands. And remember, what's the 3 things that we do? I know Arnold's already like, oh my gosh, Roby, I'm tired of hearing the 3 things that we do. But it's just a good reminder. Us as Valerians, our responsibilities are invite people in the business with Gateway giveaway for free. We puppy dog products, whether it's the air, I prefer the air, but maybe with the water, whatever you're going to do, we let them try before they buy, right? And then we bring guests to calls. And the ones that I highlight are the Monday night calls, the Thursday call, and the Saturday calls. Those are my favorite, but that's up to you. You decide which ones work best for you. I'm also going to make Mr. Coyle a co-host. Like I said, it gets real when Mr. Jackson, Mr. Coyle, and the whole group is getting on here. for the announcements that we have today. So put this in your calendar, schedule it, but don't just come to learn. Use it as an effective tool to create more gateway giveaway prospects and team members and to grow your nutrition business and to learn, but also raise your credibility. Set yourself apart from other people that are out there trying to that are into health and wellness that are our competitors. Along with the call, Dr. Hamada and Mr. Coyle, they have a special that's typically happening for a couple of weeks. Right now, the weekly special is Resist. And how could you not listen to the call when they talked about Resist and not understand the value and want to make sure that you have that in your cabinet, in your cabinet or cupboard, whatever you want to refer it to as. I can't tell you, every time I go to a meeting, I try to take it daily, but if I forget and I see somebody sniffling or maybe have a sneeze, I'm like, oh my Lord, I can immediately come home and take my Resist. It's a must-have in your Vollara lineup. We currently have a great promo going on, the referral program. I've said it multiple times on different leadership calls. I love the consistency and the communication that's coming from Mr. Jackson, Leah, Mr. Coyle, Mr. Urso, the leadership team. Okay, they're not only teaching us those three things that we should do, but the tools and the incentives line directly up with how we should be leveraging them, with how we should be using them in the field. I'm already biased and feel like Vollara has one of the best opportunities. But every month, every week, it seems like Mr. Coyle, Mr. Urso, Mr. Jackson, they're coming up with different ways to help us. Dare I say, I don't like using the word easy, but it does give us advantages in the field to create more success, more profit. Profit leads to financial freedom, calendar freedom. That's what we're in the name of the game for, okay? And we help a lot of people along the way with it. Okay, why are we having this special call every week? Well, there's something major going on. The program has been around, the pilot program was around for a few months, and it allowed us to get some statistics and some data. Over 1,000 entries. We learned with that first 1,000 entries that every person you brought on with the Gateway giveaway was netting each person on average somewhere between 200 and 300 volume. That number has went up since that first 1,000. So the company says, hey, we want to make sure that Vollara understands, all Volarians understand, this is one of our three critical ways to bring in prospects, to bring in business. So again, another incentive, another motivation to hopefully help people is if you sign up 50 new Gateway giveaway for free, and I'm going to put this as a sub note, the retail Gateway giveaways do not count towards the 50. Okay. So make sure you understand that. I'm not going to do a class on that today, but just know we're talking about the wholesale. You're going in with the form or the online, the wholesale Gateway giveaway for free. That total of 50 counts. And if you do that by the end of December, you're going to earn a gold bullion bar. Well, if you add the $10 for every Gateway giveaway account you sign up, plus the gold bullion bar, you're looking somewhere between $2,400 and $2,500 by the end of the year. It's not only great for us as the people that are participating, but with the current economic times and people with the holidays and the pressures coming up financially for that, why wouldn't they want to? It's just another conversation starter we can have. Colonel, you and I and our team, we're talking about it. I see Arnold's on. We're saying, hey, we may know some people that would like to make an extra $2,500 for the holidays. Well, we've got an amazing program that's revolutionizing our industry. We'd like to show you about it, right? So it's just another way to have conversations while we're prospecting. Hey, Teddy Munger's on. We do a weekly drawing. There's one currently going on right now. Miss Jennifer, you were leading the charge. That's why we had to pull you in. I know you're on your busy schedule, but every week we're trying to reward building the right principles, the right foundations, the right success habits in Vollara. So Mr. Cole's like, yeah, I'll do a fun drawing. And last week, Teddy and Julie, they got their name pulled out on the Monday National Call. And because they had signed up 3 in the last week, look, there's Miss Julie celebrating. They earned a new ASP and Aura Pure and Clean, their choice. That leads to profit, right? That's $800 worth of profit when they sell it. Great job. Make sure, just if you're having a good week, a bad week, an indifferent week, just get one person to try our products for free. Because we're not giving away free products. We're giving away positive health, impactful products, opportunities to learn how to make income. And it just gives you all these things start unlocking as you're building these daily consistent habits. Go read Atomic Habits. That's what the company's doing for you. They're helping you become successful if you trust the process. Okay, there's our winners. I forgot I had the photos, Teddy and Julie, because I saw you on the video. There's Teddy and Julie were part of our Valara Spotlight. Make sure you follow that Facebook page or visit that website or on Instagram. But they're the ones that won the ASP. I'm very, very excited. I love seeing people doing the work, getting rewarded, getting recognized. That's what it's about. Great, great job. Do as I don't do. We don't like that phrase. Do as I say, not as I do. We are leaderships by example. That is our culture. That's our DNA. Speaking of leadership by example, Miss Jennifer Tester is going to be helping me today, and then we're going to pull in on Mr. Cole and Mr. Jackson. They can jump in anytime that they want to share anything, Miss Jennifer, if that's okay with you. But last week, Miss Jennifer, now you've been featured on some of our Valara marketing deals. Thank you, by the way, for creating those and sacrificing time from your family to go out to corporate and help build those. You've been a pillar in our leadership team for so long. But last week, real quick, you had a pretty good week.
I did. Yeah, it was a busy week, but it was a good one. Busy's good, right? Busy equals good. So yeah, it was good.
Well, I have your results up here. I know you're being humble, but we had you with at least 5 GG for freeze last week, 3 already, probably some more today that's probably come in. Four. She's up to
One
4.
one this morning and probably one this afternoon. Yep.
Woohoo! That's wonderful. And Miss Jennifer said, "I'm going to be in my car. Is that okay?" I said, "Of course. That's what Valara looks like. That's us doing the business." Mr. Jackson's pulled over on the side of the road right now, so he doesn't lose reception because that's the Valara way we do life. Sometimes you're in your office, sometimes you're in your car, sometimes you're stepping out of a meeting. But let's dive in because we've got a lot to cover in only 15, 20 minutes here. Okay, Miss Jennifer, but thank you for taking time for helping us today. Now, everybody, when we talk about the gateway giveaway, you say, "Well, man, I just learned this other program, the Success Cycle. Now I'm having to learn." No, it's the same program. The gateway giveaway has 4 steps. The Success Cycle has 4 steps. When you puppy dog the Active Pure products or any of our products, that's part of the 4 steps in the Success Cycle. The gateway giveaway, it's just a faster success cycle. The process happens a lot faster. Okay. So if you're not familiar with the Valara success cycle, the first step is prospecting and approaching. The second step is sorting. Then we have presentations. Once permission is given, right? We present after permission is given. Some people like to present before they get permission. That's a repelling feature. That's not an attractive feature. We want to make sure that's there. And then we close. But today we're going to show you these 4 steps, but they typically happen a lot faster. And by the end of the call, you'll understand why. So the first step, Miss Jennifer, is opening questions. We're out meeting people, making friends. I'm very excited about the call Mr. Jackson and I are going to have Saturday because we're going to do a deep dive on the prospect list and how to view it in a different manner, more of a lifelong list versus where I think a lot of people look at it like I make a list, then I need a new list, right? And so our job, our professionals, what we're supposed to do in Valara, our roles is every day you should ask yourself, have I introduced anybody to the product? Have I introduced anybody to the opportunity? That's who we are as Valarians. That's where we fit in. If those 2 things aren't being accomplished, you need to talk to your upline. You need to talk to leaders like myself or Jennifer or whoever you can get a hold of, because that's where the profit is earned. The other stuff's important, but our number one priority in this company is doing this, going out, meeting people. And the company on these slides, Miss Jennifer, they're just sharing generic things that you could do. The goal is to put, like Miss Jennifer does, her personality. I see my one of my teammates and my friends, Miss Teresa's on. She puts her personality on how she goes out and she talks. So I'm not going to read the bullet points, but I want Miss Jennifer to share what are kind of your opening questions. You're out networking currently, in between networking. So what are your opening questions and how do you like to introduce the idea of the free products?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on here. I don't mind at all taking time out of the busy day to share because it just helps everybody, and I love it. So this is easy. This is easy time. So Robia, you're probably the same way, and half of you guys on here are probably the same way. I do a lot of networking and talking and listening. So sometimes people already know that I have nutrition, and if I'm sitting in front of those people who already know that I do nutrition, just in the conversation, I kind of just say, hey, listen, I'm striving really hard to share with as many people as I can are great nutritional products. Would you say that you have any challenges or issues, or anybody that like, is it digestion or energy? I'm kind of, if they haven't already given me that information, I know where I'm going. I know where my end is going here, but I'm trying to figure out what might be best for them. And I'll just say, hey, do you have anything that, you want to talk about, or is there anything you want to, bounce off of me? I might be able to recommend something. That's kind of how I do it. And then as they talk, I might say, oh, well, I have something that I've been doing for a long, long time that works really great for me. And let me tell you, I try to get off paper, but I can't. I love paper. I always have this form with me. And I say, what if I told you that you could try one of these, whichever one fits for you? Sounds like it might be essentials for life. Like, I'm just filling in the blank if they said digestion or something like that. But feel free to read these 4. And in exchange for your testimonial, would you like to try a month for free, basically on my company? No strings attached. And they're like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, nope, just pick one. That's kind of how my opening question is really just dialing down. What do you have any issues, or is there anything you want to talk about?
I love that. And you're the first person that we've interviewed that has used a line that we'll come back to on the closing. Please don't let me forget that, Miss Jennifer. I love that you said, the phrase of that we've been taught in sales, if you do this, I'll do that. Right. And you said basically, hey, if you'll give me a testimony, I'll do this for you. Right. So we're going to come back to that. But what a great way, because sometimes that may offset the edge of, wait, why are you getting your products for me for free? I'm going to highlight another one in just a second. But here's the major thing I want everybody to take away every Thursday when I do this call. Talking to people, right? It's really not so much what you say, as long as people know you have a caring heart, that you're trying to help people that have hurdles, challenges, needs, and saying, hey, we have solutions. We can help you with that. And that's what immediately you can tell from Miss Jennifer. And the thing that I want to highlight about Miss Jennifer is she's consistently networking. So she's built her brand that she's the health person. She's the solutions person in her circles. She's the professional you go to, and it's normal having that. If you're at the beginning of your journey, that's okay. You're going to have to maybe say it a little differently. So everybody's at a different end of the spectrum of where they're at in their journey, but you still just lead with your heart and lead that we have this great opportunity. That's very powerful, Miss Jennifer. Okay, real quick. All right, you have the questions. You're showing, hey, this is what I might be interested in. This is, I want to make sure I make Mr. Jackson the co-host. He's out of the car and in the stationary place. But there's Miss Jennifer already kind of jumped ahead because she's so natural at doing this. She said, I can get the form. I got the form with me right now. Heather just made me some really awesome rack cards that are on their way that I'm very excited about, that I'll be handing out to show people. Right now I have the same sheet, the same 8.5 by 11, but I still use the video no matter what. That's for me personally. You may not have to. Remember, the goal is to become successful. If you're not using all the same steps as Miss Jennifer, myself, different leaders that you're hearing, just do what works for you. And you may have to fail forward a little bit. But I love the video link, and I'm going to highlight it for a minute. Let's watch the video real quick. I did this last week, and I'm embarrassing myself again. I keep thinking the video's in the PowerPoint because I did a screen grab, and I forget that I got to grab the actual link. So give me just a moment while we do this. But while I'm pulling it up, Miss Jennifer, how often do you use the video? Do you use it every time? What's your answer to using the video?
I love the video, and I use it every time that I can. If I'm reaching out to someone via email, the chances of me using the video are really strong, 95%. If I do like I just did and I was in front of someone, I might pull just the video from the product that they picked in a follow-up email and say, hey, here's what you're getting. Here's what's coming. So I keep them excited about it. Here's a video briefly describing what you're getting in the mail.
I love that. And I love that it's 2 minutes, and I'm going to play it and I'm going to pause it at a moment. Okay. So here we go, everybody. If you haven't seen this.
Thank you for watching this short video about 4 great products that your Volare representative can offer to you for a month for free. No obligations, no payments, no strings attached. First, our top selling product, Essentials for Life, is a 6-in-1 complete natural supplement with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, flora, and Volare's patented activated enzyme formula that ensures the supplements you take are optimally absorbed in your system. Find out why you hear people say, With Essentials for Life, I just feel better. Next, we introduce Resist, which powerfully supports your natural immune system. Resist has been the subject of 4 major peer-reviewed health studies. It has been shown to boost the body's natural killer cell activity by up to 40% and shown to regulate and balance one's internal immune system response. Resist is for everyone wanting to take the extra step to stay as healthy as they can be. Now, for those wanting a boost of energy, mental focus, and antioxidant protection, we have Revive. Simply mix it in water, drink it up, and just feel the difference. Revive is a terrific way to start the day, avoid the late afternoon crash, and keep your day going longer with a full pep in your step. And it tastes great. And the last option to try for free is Ketone Zone. If you're looking for a natural dietary supplement that can keep your energy level up, your metabolism strong, and help you stay optimally fit, then Ketone Zone may be for you. Please get...
Okay, I paused last week. I'm going to pause here for a second. I love the video, gives all 4, backs up the form if you're carrying the form. Miss Jennifer, being a more veteran leader, she may already have decided with the client what they're looking for, so she may go specifically to a video. But I do feel that the frequently asked question that I'm hearing the most outside of another one that we'll address is, why would the company give this away for free, right? Or it's too good to be true. And I want everybody that's sharing the video to highlight to the prospect this last part of the call. It's so important. Number 1, the CEO took time out to make this video. Number 2, he's saying verbatim why they did this program. So listen real quick and then we'll discuss.
Get back to your Vollara representative and let him or her know which of these 4 amazing products is your choice to get for free right away. Vollara is so sure you'll be happy, there are no strings attached. Really, there is no catch. Vollara does this because our experience shows that you may like the product enough after trying it for free to become a long-term customer or distributor of Vollara products. Thanks.
So the reason I love
so
this,
much
Miss
for your
Jennifer,
time.
is typically consumers just appreciate when you're being honest, and the consumer's smarter than ever before. They understand business for the most part, and if you just look at them and say, "Why do we do this? Why are we going to give away a $35 to $85 value, $100, whatever you want to call it, away for free?" Because that's how much we believe in our product. We know, the CEO knows, he just said it, that if you try it, there's a high likelihood you're probably going to try it again and become a customer or maybe join our company. That's how we move purifiers. Try before you buy. We know if we get it in your home, something good's going to happen. That's kind of our marketing way. And immediately you see the prospect go, that makes complete sense, right? Is that what you've experienced, Miss Jennifer?
Yes, I have. And I find it's even easier. I don't know. I feel like since we've come off of the whole 2.5 years or 3 years of whatever that was, we have so many products to be proud of. It's fun to kind of put the nutrition back in the forefront and then back it up with a free trial of the air, because Mr. Coyle Genius has the coupons coming, and it's really set up perfectly. So I feel like it's just all clicking, it's all clicking. The steps are there. It's all there. And you can kind of Minecraft it in or puzzle it in any way you want. It all works. It's just what works for you. I love that. I think about all this is.
I love that, Miss Jennifer. And by the time you get to this point, if you've done your great opening questions like Miss Jennifer's talked about, you've listened, right? You show your heart that you want to help, that you're not just trying to give away free product, that you're building value in the company, that you're a professional. By the time you get to steps 3 and 4, it happens pretty quickly, okay? Because then it's just like they see the value, you have the conversation, you identify the need, and you can ask something like, which of these 4 products will help you the most? How could you say no to that, right? These are some generic, standard things you could say, but remember, what makes Miss Jennifer effective on signing up so many people is she's always Miss Jennifer. So she's going to close how she would close and find out what works. Colonel's always Colonel when he talks to people. These are just suggestions on questions you can use until you figure out what's like that for you. But the goal is, when you're doing this, presume the video is so powerful that they want to get the product right away. Why would they not? You just said, hey, I've got this need. You get to try it for free. There's no strings attached. Mr. Urso, our CEO, said that. I'm saying that. Okay. So I'm going to skip ahead because we've got a few minutes left, but just assume that they're ready to go, but you have to be prepared. So the question I want to ask is, we've done all this talk. Do you let them go home, Miss Jennifer, and just say, hey, I'll follow up with you later? Do you, like, no, that's not, she's grinning because she's like, Robia, what are you teaching, right? No, of course not. But what I want to show you, I promise you, she's prepared in some way. Miss Clavon, Ingrid, Daniela, I apologize if I'm forgetting somebody else, that Tony, Emily, they are all prepared for this step. You don't do the first 3 steps and don't assume that you're going to have who's going to say no. You're prepared. How are you prepared, Miss Jennifer? Do you like to go online? Do you use the forums? How do you bring those people that you're onboarding?
I really enjoy having the forms because I literally have 10 on me at all times. If I don't have them on my person, they're in my car ready to go. And if I'm sitting there across the table from someone at lunch or, coffee or whatever, it just makes sense to kind of just do it right then if they're comfortable. I have had a couple people say, hey, can I get back to you? Absolutely. No pressure at all. Like I was joking when I was like, no, don't let them go. But if they need a minute, of course, take a minute. But I have the paper, I have them fill it out and I say, hey, if you don't mind, I'm going to actually drop all this in the computer when I get home. If that's okay with you. And it'll show up in the mail in about 5 days. Is that okay with you? They're like, oh yeah. And I say, hey, I'm not gonna do this till this evening. If you change your mind or if you want to try another product, let me know. So I'm always not rushing them. I don't want them to feel rushed. I want them to feel like they have wiggle room, oh, I might want to try this instead, or, something like that. Sometimes they call me and say, hey, I have a friend I was talking to who wants to do this too. Okay. So I try to just keep it very open, if that makes sense.
It does. I teach on our Monday or our Tuesday night calls, Miss Jennifer. I said the moment that the prospect feels like they're trapped in a corner, you're being a pushy salesperson. How does animals react in a corner? Not good. You don't want your prospects in a corner. You want to give them unlimited outs because they still think there's a catch. And with that being said, as we're closing up here and about to transition into the announcement, Miss Jennifer, because you're going to be excited to hear it too. Some people have had, I feel like the ones that are, no disrespect, that are more seasoned in sales, the credit card's not an issue because it starts from the moment you approach, having your forms ready. You've done it so long, you have these reps built in, and it's just part of doing the business. It's not even a question. But when you're nervous and you haven't done this sometimes, or you've not done a lot of presentations and you just haven't got that there yet, sometimes it comes up like, wait, why do I have to give you my credit card? A, has it happened to you? And B, if not, what advice would you give to those? Because we've had some really good people share kind of some ways to help the prospect feel comfortable with that.
Oh, for sure. Credit card, they're like, why do you need that? And this is kind of what I say. I say, hey, I do need to get this credit card information from you. If you don't feel comfortable writing it down, we can just call the company with it. No problem. However, the reason I have to get it is so that the company knows they're actually sending this free product to a unique individual and that I'm not just stockpiling it in my pantry. And they go, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Again, Ms. Jennifer, it comes back to what we talked about. I think if you just talk to the consumer, like I said, they're smarter than ever before. They typically understand business. The first question they're going to ask is, why is it free? And then you tell them it's a marketing thing. We know that if you try it, it provides a solution and you enjoy it, there's a high probability not only will you continue to be a customer, you may get involved with the business, or even one of the better easier ways, you'll tell your friends, right? You'll share with others, right? Word of mouth marketing. The same thing on the credit card. Yeah, why would the company send out millions of dollars and not make sure it's going to real accounts and that somebody's not abusing the system? But did you see how matter of fact Jennifer answered that? There's no apprehension. There's like, hey, if that's a holdup, no worries. We don't have to move forward. I was just giving you some free product. You had the need. I was providing for you. And it's just her posturing and position. And that comes with time and you'll get there. But that is great verbiage that you may want to write down. Hey, the company, if they didn't get a credit card, I could just be stockpiling it in my pantry or, just giving it to my friends. We're in the business to create new business. Okay. Any final thoughts that you would say for anybody on the Gateway Giveaway program that maybe just says, hey, look, I'm all there. and I'm that kind of knucklehead that says I'm all there. And it took me a little bit because now I get more placements using the gateway, Miss Jennifer, or they say I'm all water or I'm all tech. What are you experiencing? Has it does it and or what would you say to that person that says, hey, no, you need to believe in this because it's a bigger net, it's bringing in more people? How would you phrase it?
To like a distributor and like another distributor, is that what you're asking? Like how
Yeah,
would
yeah.
I?
Anybody on the call now, any new team member that
Sure.
maybe just hasn't just bought all in with Gateway to see the vision the way that you're clearly seeing it, and some of our other guest speakers like Daniela, Ingrid, others that are just on the run with it right now.
Sure. I mean, just have fun with it. Just like tell your prospect or tell your, future customer, say, hey, and like if you're an air person and say, hey, listen, I'm sharing with you, like I'm really starting to learn about these nutrition products. They're amazing and I really want to share it. And they're offering this great deal. Would you help me? Can you help me get this information out? Because these really are great products. Like if you ask them, the right people, and you're gonna know who those people are, to just help you share, say, hey, I'm trying to reach a goal. This might be new for me, but I'm stretching to learn more. You do what? Can you help me out? I just need to get your testimonial on it. Maybe you love it, maybe you don't. Either way, a testimonial would be great and you'd be helping me out.
Yeah, that's right. Don't forget a testimonial. That was a unique thing that Miss Jennifer brought to that. She did it on the front end, saying, "Hey, that this program, if you give me a testimony, that's a great way to build your portfolio up, your Google reviews, your Facebook reviews. It's also a great way to people want to help, and so that's a sound piece of advice. And then I just love, like you said, if you're talking to the right people, just share. That's the main thing. Have the opportunities and share. Mr. Jackson, we're about to switch over, and I know you have some thoughts. Is there anything you'd like to ask Miss Jennifer? You've watched her grow her business. You know her well. Is there any follow-up questions you'd like to ask while you're on the call today?
Yeah, please spotlight Jennifer and I, and then go back to this page when we're done talking.
Okay.
Jennifer is, to me, like Sarah Palin, hockey mom. She's doing the laundry, she's cooking dinner, she's taking her kids to college, and here she is working from her automobile. Jennifer, we're selling lifestyle. We're selling a dream that your lady friends or families or whomever, they want what Jennifer has. Okay. And so when they see Jennifer building this business where she can give away free samples of these 4 spectacular products, she's not locked in, Jennifer, a cubbyhole somewhere in somebody else's company working, trading an hour of her life for an hour of money. She's not doing that. She's building equity. The difference between renting versus owning. She owns her own business. She's the CEO of her own company. Jennifer, the idea that you just shared, that's just another way to encourage people to take that step. Hey, if you're willing to try Revive, use it for a month, give me a referral for my Facebook page, for my social media. I'll get you the product for free. Wow. That's $1 million idea, Jennifer. So thank you, Jennifer, for pulling over in your office on wheels and taking the time to teach today. It was really, really good what you taught us today, Jennifer. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Great
Okay,
job, Miss Jennifer. Thank you.
Put the screen back up, please, with the application. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the perfect example of things that are easy to do are easy not to do. Okay? The vast majority of my time every single day is spent helping other distributors or helping the company. So I don't have a lot of time to go out and prospect and recruit and sell like I did for my entire career. But here's what I'm doing today, Robia. Number one, you guys inspired me. I'm putting the video on my laptop. Okay. I've got a prospect sitting here right now who used to be an executive in the company, and I'm going to play him the video when we're done. So I'm going to do it in action, Robia, right here, right now. Number two, I'm printing 50 of these Gateway giveaway forms. And every time I play the video live for somebody on my laptop, I will sign them up right there. I'm going to let them know, Jennifer, if Dwayne, if you will give me a testimonial about Resist or Revive or whichever product is, I will get you the product for free. And yes, Dwayne, I do need your credit card because the company wants to know I'm sending this product to a real person. I love those words, Jennifer, instead of stockpiling it in my pantry. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Jennifer is going to receive a bar of gold. Okay, I'll guarantee you she's getting a bar of gold. She probably will get the 10 air purifiers or the extra 10 points for Sweden because of this program. And like we all just heard, this sells more air purifiers. Speaking of air purifiers, Robia, we have got the Volara outstanding October opportunity. Got that? Outstanding October opportunity. And here's why this is so good. On Saturday, Robia and I are going to be teaching what to do when you buy one Air and Surface Pro between now and the end of the month. They're going to give you another one for free. Now, you say, they just did that. They're doing it again. You know why? Because you guys knocked it out of the park. You called people. You said, hey, you can have 2 for your house. It's like stereo. You said, I can use these machines to go out and rekindle people that haven't been around for a while. We're going to give you about a dozen ideas on how to have an outstanding October opportunity with this special BOGO program. This is not cheap, ladies and gentlemen. The company is spending millions of dollars allowing you to be able to give away 4 key products from our nutritional line, or even give away an air purifier to help us build our business. So, Robia, man, you never know what's going to happen when you wake up on a Thursday morning or a Saturday morning or a Monday morning with this company, because they're pouring it on. Can I say one last thing, Robia?
Of course.
I represent Volara. Have you ever seen a dog trying to chase 2 rabbits? Totally confused, okay? The Bible says a double-minded man is unstable in all ways. You will never have Mike Jackson out representing some other ABC network marketing company or product, because it's like the dog. I'm not saying that we can't be doing a lot of things with our life, but it's like the dog that gets confused. He doesn't know what rabbits he's chasing, and he never, ever, ever gets what he's going after. And I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to get what you're going after. Robia.
Yes, sir. No, that's great stuff. So look, here's the thing. It was funny, Mr. Jackson. You and I are going to talk about it Saturday. You've got the clever name. I got to get it down. I know it's OOO, October Outstanding Opportunity. I got to get that down. We'll have that on the PowerPoint. This is the information that you'll need for the call. But here's, and I want you to see, if you log in right now. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I apologize. 1 second. If you log in right now to your back office, and you see here the normal pop-up, if you scroll down just a little bit, what do you see? All right. Now here's my plea from leadership, from what I experienced in my own team. I think when an announcement's made like this, Mr. Jackson, Mr. Coyle, and we just assume everybody goes to their back office and they see that and they go, that's a great deal. And then nothing happens. I had team members that it wasn't till the last week of the last BOGO that understood how good the deal was. And there was people that they thought on their team knew about the deal, and they missed out on hundreds of deals because they weren't picking up the phone, they weren't texting, they weren't calling, they weren't sharing, they weren't promoting. But then you've got leaders in the business like Miss Leah, who is like making up special signs at trade shows. I know Teddy and Julie went crazy with it. You saw Colonel had 10 BOGOs that he did. Who else am I missing? Abe is on the call. Different people, Miss Daniela, that took advantage from it the whole time and had one of their best months ever. Now you've got it compressed from now to the end of the month. And I honestly don't know. I don't know if they'll have it come back. I doubt it. You don't never take it for granted or assume it's going to come back. The value's now. But go get it now, and just make sure that you're communicating with your database, your clients, your team members. Don't assume that everybody knows. That's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Come to Saturday, we've built a momentum of talking about the Gateway giveaway, creating a prospect list. And you and I, Mr. Jackson, you're going to give them a ton of different ideas of how to do that exactly. We're going to talk about the variations of your prospect list, where you're at, how to take care of it, where it's a never ending stream of people to talk to. So I don't know what you're going to do the next 4 hours. I've got to do a little bit of a PowerPoint to try to come up for the Saturday training, but a lot of my time is going to be spent calling people to make sure they hear the news. Colonel, we got a lot. Colonel's like, well, we have already been doing so much more. Now you got me calling more people, but it's a very exciting time. Mr. Jackson, any last thoughts you want to say before we say goodbye? I want to bring up Miss Jennifer too.
I'm just looking at celebrity squares here. I'm looking at all the faces. I'm saying, Daniela, make this an outstanding October opportunity. Michelle, Tiffany, knock this out of the park. Emiliano, you only got 25, 35 million people in California. Who are you going to call and say, hey, buy one, get one free? Or give me a referral for my social media. I'll give you a month's supply of Essentials for Life. Who are you going to call? It doesn't work by just saying, go to my website and look at it. That's what they do at Walgreens or at Amazon. That's not us. We are in the people business, people to people, ladies and gentlemen. So, Mr. Coyle, thank you for stimulating us every single week, every single month, every single year. Thanks for never getting tired. Thanks for never giving up on us. Thanks for always coming up with a new, fresh way to say something. We appreciate it, sir. We appreciate and love our company.
And he just texted Mr. Jackson and said, holiday gift giving. This is the perfect gift. So many buy one, get ones that it's built around the themes. This is our chance to impact Thanksgiving, the Halloween, the Christmas gifts, leverage it that way. That's why they're bringing it back. So great stuff, Mr. Jackson. We're going to mute so you can all say goodbye to